My dear friend, Namaskar. You are welcome to my YouTube channel, DP Forensic Lab. In today's video, I will discuss about FTIR analysis of paint samples. The paint samples is frequently came in the laboratory for their comparison purpose. There are various methods for comparison and analysis of the paint sample. The FTI analysis is one of the best method for analysis and comparison due to it is a special characteristic as it is a very sensitive technique, it is a very accurate technique, and it is also almost non-destructive techniques. So in today's video, I will discuss about FTI analysis of the paint sample. The paint samples in the laboratory come in the form, powder form actually, generally. So there are various methods to record the IR spectra, like transmission mode or the ATR mode, transmission mode or ATR mode. Every technique has some advantage and disadvantage. In today's video, I will discuss about the transmission mode. So in the transmission mode, the IR required to pass through the samples. The sample should be IR transparent. The sample should be IR transparent. If this is not transparent, the IR will be blocked by the samples and NAS passed by the sample and detector no signal gate. So no any IR spectra will record. So the sample should be IR transparent. The sample is generally not transparent for the IR. Generally, paint samples is not transparent for the IR. So, for making the transparent, the paint sample is mixed with the KVR material because KVR material is a transparent. So we may we make a pallet of KVR. KVR with the samples is mixed and you are required to make a plate. I will discuss in the next slide how to make a plate. Put in the holder, put in the instrument chamber and record the spectra. Suppose this is a paint sample, but this is not transparent. So KVR, this to be mixed with the KVR, and that this become the transparent. So IR, if IR pass through the samples, some rays of the IR will pass. So how the KVR is prepared? KVR plate is prepared. Mix the paint sample with the KVR powder. Very less amount of the paint sample is required. Only 0.5% or less than 5% is required to mix the KVR for making a plate. Grind the mixture properly. The sample should be mixed the KVR and this should be grind by this methods manually. Put into a special dish. After grinding and mixing of the samples with the KVR, the sample to be put in the special die. There is a special die. Remove this first. Yeah, I put the sample inside this chamber. Again put this die and this device should be put under this machine. This is a hydraulic machine and you have apply a very high pressure, about 5 to 10 tons. 5 to 10 tons you apply the pressure and this press of this device, this cylinder, and press the here the samples and such type of the IR disc you will get, and this is a transparent. This is a transparent. So this disc may be put in a special type of holder, and this holder can be put in the instrument chamber. So IR from the one side, suppose this side come to this side after passing the sample, and here you will get the IR spectra after transmission. So this is a KVR plate method or the transmission method. So why the KVR is used in FTIR? Because the optical transparent to IR. The KVR is a optical transparent IR. Means the IR will pass through in the KVR. KVR don't stop the IR signal. Second, this is a carrier for the solids. Many solid samples are difficult to analyze directly by grinding the sample into the fine particles and mix the KVR. The solid is dispersed. The solid is dispersed in the IR transfer material. Okay. So this is the material is mixed with the KVR and the material is dispersed. Hold the KVR powder. Dilution of the concentration. This if the concentration of the sample is high, which not allow the IR, so the KVR make the diluted of the sample, so the IR can be passed easily. And the excellent for the transmission spectroscopy. The pallet method creates a sample with a mixed known path length, which is ideal collectively high quality transmission spectra, as I have discussed. In the transmission mode, you will get a very, very good spectra. ATR you will get a spectra, but in ATR there is some condition or some limitation. You will not get the very good spectra sometimes. But in transmission mode, you will get a very good spectra, which can be used, which can be very helpful for the identification or comparison of the samples. But there is also some advantage of the KVR. What is the disadvantage? Number 8, this is a high grow spoken nature. The KVR is a very sensitive of the moisture. So whenever you are dealing or handle of this KVR, you should very careful or handle this KVR powder. Number 1, kept in the dry place and don't touch the sample directly by hand. Always use the gloves, and as soon as possible the plate should be made and put in the chamber. Sample preparation time, naturally for the making of the disc, the time is required, because the making of the KVR plate, you are manually preparation is required. For the making of the KVR plate, manual preparation is required. So this is a take the time. Suppose for the making of a 1 KVR plate, you required about 5 to 10 minutes. So naturally this is a time consuming. Again is a potential of the reaction. In some cases or some sample may react with the KVR or the KCl. So this should be mind. So this is a limitation, but taking the IR spectra in transmission mode, you will get a very good spectrum for the paint analysis. So this is my paper, application of the FTIR spectra for discrimination of the paint samples, which are available in the ResearchGate. In this using of this techniques, I discriminate how the two similar type of the paints, having the same color. Suppose this is red and this is also red. In the same color, you can easily distinguish. This is a very, very good technique, very sensitive. And in this paper, I discriminate the automotive paint using the FTIR spectra, which is already available in the ResearchGate. You can get from there. So this is end. If you think this is a video is slightly helpful, please subscribe my channel, give some comment, or for any other detail, you can contact to me at this address. Thank you.